Writing pin descriptions can be a painful part of your entire Pinterest strategy. However, there is a new tool on the block that has me just a little bit excited about writing pin descriptions again. And here today, I'm going to talk all about Tailwind Ghostwriter. Now, this is a feature that is in beta on their platform, on their scheduling platform. And I don't know how I feel about AI writing content for us just yet, which is why the whole premise of this video is definitely we're going to get into some tips and things and some best practices and some mindset. But while AI can speed things up for us, we should definitely be rewriting some of that content and perfecting it more to our voices. So while we are chatting about Pinterest, pin descriptions and AI and writing those pin descriptions, I want to tell you why Tailwind Ghostwriter is actually different than, let's say, a ChatGPT situation. The one thing that makes Tailwind Ghostwriter different than other AI tools like ChatGPT, which is free for now, is the fact that you provide it with the content that you want it to write about. So you don't just tell ChatGPT, hey, write a Pinterest description for X, Y, and Z. No, you give it the keywords, the topic, the type of pin that you are creating, whether it's a sale, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a blog post or a service, and then you also give it a call to action. So those are the things that really make this tool, which is embedded into an already existing established tool, different than some of the open market AI tools. Enough about the other ones. Let's just focus in on Tailwind Ghostwriter and why I think if you have Tailwind, you should definitely give it a try. Why would we use an AI tool like Ghostwriter to write for us at all, especially if it seems like the majority of all the content is very generic? I've heard this with Jasper, I've heard this with the ChatGPT app, I have seen this myself with those tools, and I have seen it myself with Ghostwriter. I think there are three main reasons why we use AI to write for us. And number one, first and foremost, is to speed up the process. Using an AI tool to craft a description for us that we can then make our own voice can really help to speed up the process and remove barriers that would otherwise be in your way. In particular, Ghostwriter, number two, I think that you should give it a try because you actually feed it what you want, which is similar to Jasper, how you would train the AI and then it would pump back out content for you. While friends have told me that that doesn't work the best because there's so much training that has to go on. I've tried that out and I can agree, it does take a while. The process of Ghostwriter is a very in the moment, very fast process. So it's not like you're taking months to train this AI. You're giving it keywords, call to action, the topic, and the type of pin that you are creating for. And then it pumps a description back out at you super fast. So that's number two. I think that it can, because you're giving it the information that you want to use, then you can speed up that process again, like I mentioned before, and really get a description back into your own words very quickly. And number three, which is a big one for a lot of my students, clients alike, is it removes the doubt, right? We all ask ourselves at some point when we're in this Pinterest marketing process of like, what is a good pin description? What makes a good Pinterest pin? What makes a good pin title? All of these things are very relevant questions, and when you use a tool like this, it will spit a description back out at you using keywords, using your call to action, using your topic, and then you can tweak that description for context. So without further ado, let's hop into the computer and actually create, and I want to show you exactly how to use Tailwind Ghostwriter and create some pin descriptions. So first things first, this is your Tailwind dashboard when you log in, and you are going to notice that it looks a bit different than the old version of Tailwind. They really updated this tool and brought us so many great features like Ghostwriter. So the first thing I want you to do is actually head straight into your drafts. Now you can see I have a bunch uploaded in here already. And what I want you to do is go ahead and click Upload Media. And then I want you to upload content to your Pinterest account, and that's pretty much where we're going to kick off. I'm going to assume you already have content in here. So to find the ghostwriting feature, all you have to do is go into a Pinterest pin. Yes, it's yelling at me because I'm not currently paying for Tailwind, But what we have here is a blog post, and we have a title already in there. So all I want you to do is actually click Ghostwriter. Now, I will say, pro tip here, it's better if you actually have your pin title, your topic, you probably already know your topic, that's not a problem, and your keywords found before you start this process, because that is what you're going to have to put in here, as well as a call to action. So I'm going to assume you already have all of that done, and I already know the keywords that I want to target. So this is how to get more sales as a verified merchant. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that this is informational content. This is the informational content. This is the topic that it's about. And then we're going to add our phrases in our call to action. So I'm going to add those really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have inputted all of my keywords as well as my full call to action, and I've tweaked the informational content context. So what I'm going to do now is click generate descriptions. A couple things that you want to be aware of. Obviously, I mentioned before, this is AI. You really should manipulate the descriptions it pumps out for you to make sure that it is in your own voice and that you are happy with it and it's not just something generic. So the description that it gave me is, okay, so there's 3 options here and you can tell it to try again or save description. So it says, are you an online store looking to get more sales to your e-commerce store? Have you heard about the Pinterest Verified Merchant Program but are unsure of how to become a verified merchant on Pinterest? So far, it sounds like me. Are you interested in using Pinterest to get more sales to grow your e-commerce with Pinterest marketing? This second question is very repetitive. I would probably tweak this a bit, but that's okay. So let's go on. Watch the full video to learn whether you're eligible or not. So that's option 1. Option 2, I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm just going to let you see it on the screen. You can pause the video if you'd like to read it. And then option 3 is, again, a lot of questions. I don't like 2 questions in a row, but we can get into Pinterest descriptions in another video. However, I do like the first one. I like the second one too. I just don't think pairing them together is super great. This is okay. I'm not sure that I would speak in this way, so I probably would change the second half of that sentence. You can also tell it to try again. So try again, Ghostwriter. The great part about this tool is, unlike tools like vidIQ, you get a certain number of tries and then you're out. You have credits. Not with this one, but it's probably going to keep pumping out very similar language. Whatever's been inputted into it is what it's outputting. That's in general how these AI tools work. So once you are happy with your description, all you got to do is click save. Once you like the format of the one that you want, you click save, then you can edit it. So in this case, I would probably get rid of that question because Pinterest Verified Merchant Program, like that language is already in here. We don't need it more than once. Once you're then happy with that pin, you would go on to schedule it using whatever you would like. So I don't actually have an active Tailwind plan right now, so I can't actually schedule this. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you Ghostwriter. I am using this tool on client accounts though, and I'm finding that it does speed up the process of scheduling our Pinterest pins. Now, if you are looking for even more ways to speed up the process of keeping your keywords stored in one place, or even pin title formulas that just work on Pinterest, I do have resources like this not only in my Shopify store, but in my academy, my paid membership academy, where you can come, swipe those Google spreadsheets, and be on your merry way. Now, Tailwind Ghostwriter is not going to replace you as a human, and I think that's the most important concept to remember here. We want to write in a human way. This ghostwriting tool is allowing us to do that to some extent, but it does kind of sound robotic or generic at times. So, like I mentioned earlier, edit that description for more of your own words, but this does cut down on a lot of the time spent second guessing the doubt. So if you are using Tailwind, or if you're interested in using Tailwind to try this feature out, you can definitely do so. I will put a link for Tailwind in the description down below. If you're a previous Tailwind subscriber, you can just simply pop it into your account without activating your plan and try it out if you would like to. Now, with that being said, I think the very next video that you should watch is Pinterest, my Pinterest strategy, what I would tell my friends. Head on over here and watch that video. and I will see you over there.